Hey everyone, and welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today is episode 148 of the brand new Coffee and Comic Show. And as you can see, I'm not alone. I got my good friend Bob here with me. Bob, how you doing today?
Doing well, man. I can't believe we're almost to episode number 150.
Yeah, that's right.
Coming to the end of it, I'm loving all of the comments that people are leaving. But truth be told, it'll get a little melancholy.
It's kind of sad. You know, I've been thinking about it too. We only got 2 more episodes after this.
Yeah.
149 and 150. And I'll just tell you guys right now, 149 is going to be a Q&A. We've done that in the past. We do one every 4 months. It just kind of wraps up to where that's where it falls. So it's perfect. And then our final episode, 150, is just going to be your best moments. You know, what you guys remember about the Coffee and Comic Show. Bob's been on board for almost 100 episodes. There's been 150 episodes when we get to that one. So we'll just ask you guys what your favorite moments were, and we'll kind of talk about that. So that's what the next 2 weeks' topics are for the final 2 shows of this version of the Coffee Show. Bob and I were talking. We're going to be doing stuff together, just not what we've been doing for the last 150 shows. So a different version, something fun. So it should be pretty cool. So
stay tuned.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we always start with the coffee that we're drinking today. And right now I'm drinking the Comics on Coffee. Sorry, Mocha Express. Didn't have time to make it there today.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking some Light Speed. And this is my favorite blend. Right now it's my favorite. It's soon to be not my favorite one.
Why is that?
I don't know. We'll do a 3D effect. I got this new camera here.
There we go.
60 frames per second.
Yeah.
This is like Xbox stuff right here.
You can see the lines in my forehead now.
And the fatness in our stomachs. Let me take a sip.
Let's just be clear, they can always see that.
Yeah, but now it's more defined. You can see the dimples.
High definition.
Yeah, high definition ripples. What are you drinking?
Not coffee. I'm pretty much coffeeed out for the day, and so even though I got a coffee cup, I'm drinking sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
That's not sweetened. Get that.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Is it hot?
It's not hot. It's ice.
So not cool.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's really hot outside right now.
Something like that.
That's nice.
I just want something refreshing, okay?
Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, we'll go ahead and get started with our thank yous and announcements. First things first, I want to say thank you to our Patreon members who support the show. If you want to join our Patreon, it's $3.99 a month, price of 1 comic book a month. If you think Bob's worth, you know what, he's worth it. If you think I'm worth it, I'm a little worth it. Go ahead and join our Patreon.
Yeah.
It helps out quite a bit, so thank you to all our Patreon members. You know, every penny helps right now. Keeps the lights going, keeps the wheels rolling, and nobody wants to hear about your stomach flowing.
I know.
So we're going to drop it.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Not for everybody else, but for me.
Yeah. Also, I want to say thank you to people who have done super chats during our preview videos or our premiere videos. That's when you can do them. So thank you very much to those people. I do want to do an announcement real quick. Bob and I were talking last night. We're going to be doing some auctions together. Yeah. Coming up in the next couple weeks, possibly. Bob's trying to raise some money. I'm going to try to raise some money as well. But Bob has a lot of really cool stuff. Yeah. And he'll have slabs and, you know, I mean, you guys have seen his book, so I'm curious to see what Bob has to share. I myself have about 2 long boxes of books I need to get rid of. It's stuff I bought and stuff I thought I could take with me. I really don't have the room, so I'm going to just dump those 2 long boxes of books. There's about 300 books total, and so that's what I'm going to be selling over the next couple weeks or whatnot. So anyway, hopefully it goes well. I'm curious to see what Bob has for sale.
Yeah,
a lot of cool slabs.
Yeah.
He's a slab dude.
I have a number of things. You know, it's not like I'm selling my collection, but as you guys know, I'm going to be buying Bueller's place when he goes on the road, and there's some things I need to do to the house, and just things have come up that I really need to raise some money to get those things done so that I can make Mrs. Bullseye very happy when she moves in. And so that's my goal. And so I could use all the help I can get.
There you go. So that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And it'll be on my channel. And hopefully, you know, you guys get some really good books. And less stuff for Bob to move, I guess, right?
Please.
So there you go. I do want to say again, we showed it last week, but our buddy Doyle from Doyle Comic Art, he's got his first exclusive out. It's the Stray Dogs number 2, very first exclusive. We're going to be promoting that for a little bit. He's a good friend of ours. We've showed his artwork on here. I've met him in person, and we've had dinner together. We've had lunch together. Really cool guy. So I'm very happy for him. Go check out his book. Buy his first exclusive. Very talented artist. You know, he's worth it. He's worth your time. He's worth your money. go check it out. So also the Vault 35 guys, you can go get their Vampirella stuff is still at their website, and also if you're in the area of their store, I can't remember where it's located at. Somebody told me, but you know what? It's a brand new store, so go check it out. I'll be passing through eventually.
Yeah.
On my bus trip, so it should be a lot of fun. Okay, so I think that's it for the announcements. Let's go ahead and jump to our first 5.
Sounds good.
Brought to you by Bird City Comics. You can enter the code Bueller at Bird City Comics, save 10%. And like I said before last week, they now have back issues. Older Spider-Man, Avengers, Marvel books. Kind of cool. They didn't have those before, so I believe that 10% works on the whole website.
Oh, that's awesome.
Help yourself and buy some new stuff and some old stuff. So anyway, Bob, go ahead and go first.
Sure thing. Brought some Avengers books today, and this one is like, I didn't think I had any more facsimiles. This is one of the few facsimiles I still have, but this is Avengers. I don't even know the number, but it's the one you'll recognize it.
That's not a facsimile.
Red Guardian on it. You don't think it's a facsimile?
No, true believers are not facsimiles.
They're not?
No.
Okay.
Facsimiles are exactly the same.
They're exactly the same. This is not exactly the same.
Yeah, it says true believers only.
It does, doesn't
It's
it?
only $1. I don't care. Good enough.
All right, so I got Giant Size Avengers number 3. Always loved that cover.
There you go.
And then we got Avengers number 128, one of those floating head issues. Pretty cool. And then I got issue number 151. Got the big 3 on there.
Is that the first time it says Avengers Assemble?
The first time?
Yeah.
No, he says it all the way back in the Silver
As far
Age.
as the title.
Oh, the title, I don't know.
Okay.
And then number 149, and there is my first 5.
There you go. All right, I got my first 5. We're still struggling on the glare a little bit for the books. We got to come up with something. I don't know. Maybe it's the display. I think it is the angle of the display. But we're doing our best. So we kind of do our little Vanna White moving it around. Try to get the best angle for you for a second. Here is Wolverine number 1. Now this is a facsimile right here. I get it. I think I got it there. We have X-Men number 137. Also a facsimile.
Love that book.
I do too. Except for the stupid ad on the top. Yeah. I've always hated that. There you go. And here is X-Men number 266. Also a facsimile.
First appearance of Gambit, huh?
People say it's the other book.
Yeah.
I don't care. Here's Incredible Hulk number 180. First appearance of Wolverine.
Another one where they say it's that other book.
Yeah, their book. Just get them all, right? That's what I said. And then 182. So we showed 181 I think last week. So here's 182 of that one right there. So there you go. Those are all facsimiles. But a few of those I've actually had the real deal and sold them during my collection I got rid of. So
very cool. First 5.
Yeah, first 5 brought to you by Bird City Comics. Like I said, go to their website under code Bueller, save 10% and all the goodies that they have.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our topic already, man. We're just going
floating right along.
It's like we've been doing this for a while.
I know.
And our topic is brought to you by Bird City Comics. Or no, I'm sorry. Topic is brought to you by Black Box Comics. You can go to their website, blackboxcomics.net, and the code Bueller10. Save 10% off on a bunch of their books. I know our buddy Damien just bought a whole bunch of stuff because this shop does not carry Black Box Comics.
Right.
And if your shop doesn't either, tell them to carry them because they got some pretty cool titles. But Damien just bought a whole bunch of stuff to check out and read. I gave him the trade of the Shinokage or Kagi or whatnot, and he bought some other ones as well. So I think he's going to have a chance to enjoy them.
Very
and then
cool.
they got their new title, Wilder.
I'll
never going to forget that now. I will never forget
Right,
it.
exactly.
After forgetting it for a month, now it's like on the tip of my tongue. Wilder.
Right. It's
Van Wilder's college days or whatever it is.
But speaking about Shinokage,
Is that over?
No, it's not quite over.
Okay.
But I saw advertised on Instagram, I think Dimitri had posted that the artist had done some charcoal covers. And I haven't seen them advertised, but I found out if you call up the Comics Vault in Altoona, Pennsylvania, they can take care of you. Little secret, the guy who runs the shop is the writer of Shinokage. So give him a call, and he'll be able to take care of you. Those are awesome covers. You don't want to miss out.
Where's that at?
In Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Look at you dropping the knowledge.
Dropping the knowledge.
Jesus. Anyway, okay, so go check out blackboxcomics.net. Okay, you're up first. Like I said, the topic today is your Grail. What's the book you've always wanted, or do you already have it? Did you pull the trigger and buy it? What is it? And if you don't have it, what would you do to get it?
Right.
And all that good stuff. So you were up first there with Timothy, it looks like.
Timothy Markin. He says, my Grail used to be Amazing Fantasy 15, which I acquired in 1998. and there have been several over the years, but the top comic I know I'll never own is 1940's Batman #1. I was extremely disappointed that DC didn't do a facsimile edition in 2020.
Yeah, we just got done showing some facsimiles and stuff, and I love facsimiles
Yeah.
for one. But obviously a lot cheaper version. This is an interesting comment because I'll tell you, our buddy, I don't know if you ever met him, but he was on the show a couple times. So he filled in for you. I'm forgetting his name. Is Jason or something like that? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he knows who he is. He's the guy that gave me a hard time or whatnot.
Right,
He's the guy who did the Dad Bod Shenanigans.
Oh, yeah, him. Okay.
YouTube channel. Anyway, I haven't talked to him for a while, but he came to me and he's like, I don't know what to get. Should I get Amazing Fantasy 15 or Batman #1?
Oh,
For one, and this is only a few years ago, like 2 years ago.
right.
For one, the simple fact that you have that option is just great.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh man, what do I get? You know. So I told him personally go to Batman #1.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because I thought it was had more room to grow, as opposed to Amazing Fantasy 15. Not that that's not a great book.
Right.
He ended up pulling the trigger on AF-15. I think the last. At the time, I think it was like 35 grand or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lower grade. But honestly, I think I'd still probably go with Batman #1.
I would too. I mean, AF-15.
You just don't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
AF-15 is still very doable.
Yeah.
Especially, if you build up and you get
Unless
up
it's
there.
a higher grade, then it's millions of dollars.
For sure. But with Batman #1, you don't see very many of those
You
out
don't.
there.
You just
Exactly.
don't.
And so, I mean, you can't go wrong. You got a good book.
Yeah.
But I would have went with Batman #1.
Yeah, I can name a handful of people I actually know have AF-15.
Right.
Okay? I can't name anyone who has a Batman #1.
Yeah.
It's just, first appearance of Joker, all that stuff. It's not the first appearance of Batman.
No.
But anyway, I'd probably go with the Batman one. Either one. Like I said, if you had that option, what a great option to have.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh, cool, man. And he's also got the 9.8 Hulk 181
Yeah.
as well.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if he still, because he stopped collecting, I wonder if he still does.
Yeah, I mean, I think at one point you said that you might have been getting rid of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
man, it broke my heart when I heard that.
Yeah, I don't even remember the guy's name anymore. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you get when you don't call me anymore.
There you go. Forgotten the next day.
All right, you're up next.
Sure thing. This one comes from Jason Doyle, our good buddy. He says, I'm always looking for a key book signed by Stan Lee. I just can't think of anyone more legendary than Stan the Man.
This brought up a question in my mind. Okay, I don't have any. I've never had Stan Lee sign a book. I know you have one or two or something like
Yeah.
that. What would the one book be if you were in line? What would you have Stan Lee if he was still with us? Any book?
Any book.
Any book. What book would that be? Would you have him sign?
Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind would be Fantastic Four #1 or Fantastic Four #5, and that's the one I think I'm going to go with. If I get, my two grails is Fantastic Four #5, first appearance of Doctor Doom, and Daredevil #1.
Yeah.
And so either one of those books are the books that I would have him sign.
Yeah. I thought about this too, and honestly, I think it would probably be Silver Surfer.
Yeah, because that was his favorite, right?
It was his favorite, and he did the one with the Thor and Silver Surfer on it, right?
Right. I don't know if he did or not. Yeah, he did.
Okay, if he did or not, if he did for sure, that would probably be the Silver Surfer I'd want him to sign. Just an iconic cover with Silver Surfer coming down, Thor with the hammer and stuff like that.
Love that cover.
But I want to ask you guys, let us know in the comments, one book Stan Lee would sign for you. It doesn't matter what book, AF-15, Fantastic Four #1, or Fantastic Four #700. I don't care.
Yeah.
What would the one book, if Stan was still here and you were sitting next to him, that you would have him sign?
Yeah.
And I think it's a really good question.
I think so, too.
About it. So
For sure.
But I thought about it for quite a bit. I thought Fantastic Four. I thought Spider-Man. I'm thinking what would be just something a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe that one. Our buddy of ours probably do Ravage 2099.
Probably.
Miss you, buddy. Okay, you got the next one there for Steve.
Sure. Steve Cage, he says, the one book I've always wanted was Giant Size X-Men #1. I've had many opportunities to get it, but I had a major goal in mind, and that is finishing and completing a run of Spawn. Can't go wrong with that either. All covers, all variants. As a Spawn collector, there was only one book that is the Grail, and that would be a Spawn sketch cover. It doesn't say what number.
Yeah, I know which one he's talking about.
Oh, okay,
I've seen
okay.
it.
This book is one, if not the hardest to find for Spawn collectors. I'm so happy now that I own it and have completed the full run. Got a lot of extras if you're looking to complete your run. Happy hunting. Hope to see you on the bus soon in Brooklyn, New York City.
There you go.
That's no easy feat, because if you take all of the books for Spawn in mine, it's close to 1,000 books.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know there's only 300, issues, but it's close to 1,000 books.
Yeah. He mentions the sketch one, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I had that book on one of my videos, the guaranteed over $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I think that book was on there.
Oh, wow.
It's a very hard book to find. He mentioned or whatnot. Wow. It's probably gone up quite a bit ever since that video as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he mentions he has some extras because Spawn is the run I want to put together. That's
sure.
Something I've been thinking about doing, putting a Spawn run together and putting a G.I. Joe run together.
Oh, nice.
2 books I've always wanted to have the full set and kind of enjoy the hunt. Now, Steve, I appreciate if you have some extras, but I'm really going to enjoy hunting them down.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of my, because Bob offered some extras as well, but I didn't say nothing to him. I just said, whatever. But part of the hunt that I'm going to be doing is hunting for those, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So I'm looking forward to going to the antique malls, to these shops and finding a book, and eventually if I run out of options, I never find it, then Steve, I'll be calling you up and asking you about those books.
Right.
But I'll definitely be hanging out with you in New York, because that's definitely a place I want to go.
Yeah, well, you're going to be going on the ultimate hunt, driving all the way across the country. Exactly. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'll just say Giant Size X-Men #1 was mentioned a handful of times.
Yeah.
It's probably either the top 3 books that was mentioned to get. So it's on my list too. I mean, it's pretty funny because me and Steve have that in common. I'm putting together a Spawn run, and the Giant Size X-Men is my last Grail that I want.
Nice.
For the four that I want. So anyway, okay, I'm up next. So here we go. This is from Jeff 0247598. Says X-Men 234. It was one of the comic books I bought when I made my first trip to a comic book store with my friend who introduced me to comics. I later bought a CGC 9.8, and it was my Grail. It really shot up in value, but that isn't why I bought it. I bought it because of nostalgia, and the cover art is just dope. Had to sell it because of the divorce. I hear you, pal. That was fun. That's sarcastic, obviously. Saving up to repurchase it. Can't keep a good collector down. So, Jeff, if this is the book that you're referring to, right here, this 234, honestly, this is a 9.8 candidate. I mean, you can take a look at it too.
Yeah, me too.
This is a beautiful looking cover, and it's you get that thing pressed and clean or whatnot. There's no spine ticks on that.
Yeah, there's no spine ticks at all.
But
this
is a 9.8 candidate, and Jeff, it's yours. You can have it. Just send me your address and I'll mail it to you, buddy.
That is awesome.
But if that's the book you're talking about, man, I would love to be able to help you out. And hopefully, if you do get it graded, hopefully you do get the 9.8 or something closer. It's got to be a good day, and whatnot. But Jeff, yeah, it's yours. Consider it yours. Just
that is awesome.
Send me an email. My email is down in the description, and let me know your address, and I'll mail it to you, buddy. And hopefully that gets you one step closer to having your Grail, because I know what you're talking about as far as the book is about nostalgia. It's not really about the value of the book and stuff like that. And then getting a 9.8 and something like this is probably hard to do because of the black cover.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure after I inspected this thing, you got a good shot at it. So, Jeff, there you go, buddy.
That's awesome. That's what makes this community great.
I read that and I said, I think I got that book.
Yeah.
I ran into my house and I started flipping through the box and I know I saw that. And because this is the part of the I don't know what those creatures were called or whatnot.
The Brood?
The Brood, yeah, and the storyline and stuff. So sure enough, I saw it, and I looked it up and down. Like, man, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So there you go,
Nice.
Jeff. Congratulations,
Very cool.
buddy. I got the next one as well. This is from Aaron Dodge. It says, I'm a huge Moon Knight fan, so obviously Werewolf by Night 32 will always be my ultimate Grail. I've been able to pull the trigger or luck into many of the Moon Knight keys throughout the years. However, with the new Moon Knight show coming soon, and the trailer is looking amazing, I know I'll have to be content with my facsimile, or as Bueller claims, totally real. They are real. There's this guy on Instagram, he's like, real. he's wearing like jewelry and stuff like that. And he's just having a. People were getting pissed off at him, but he's just having fun, and I actually got a big kick out of it. So that's kind of why I was like, these are real. Again, as you make your way around the nation, or hope to see you as you make the way around the nation. Yeah, I mean, you saw the trailer for the Moon Knight?
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know, it didn't really give us a whole lot more than we've already seen. I love we got a little more of the costume, which I really dug. I think they're going to knock it out of the park.
He's like a mummy.
Yeah, it looks more like he's got the wraps and stuff. Yeah. And I think David Finch kind of made that, even, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. There's one little tiny thing that people have spotted in the back of the truck that he's in. I don't know if you've seen that or not. Mm-hmm. But on the back, right behind him, it looks like an advertisement. It says Von D. And so it looks like something from Von Doom. And so there may be a little Easter egg in there, a little reveal. But
isn't there a fashion designer called Von D or something?
I think she's a tattoo artist, isn't she?
Maybe that's what it is.
Kat Von D. Yeah. But I mean, looking at that trailer, I'm excited for what's coming on that. You know, Ethan Hawke being inside of it as well. He's a great actor. Oscar Isaac, I don't think you can beat him. I just hope that they don't make it too confusing. Yeah. You know, with the whole schizophrenia thing. But man, I think out of all of the stuff that's coming out on Marvel TV, that's the one that I am most excited about, you know, besides the Daredevil stuff.
All right, I got the next one here. This is from Bronze Age Byron. How you doing? I got to meet him in Florida. He says, my Grail book, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, number 76, was gifted an A-OK, which is an act of kindness, to me this Christmas from two fellas you probably know here in Florida. Stunning Steve, that's Steve Whiting, and the Katniss Comic Kid, that's Jeff. Know both of those guys. I thank you so much for introducing me to the comic fans, whom I now consider among my best friends back in 2019 in Kissimmee. It's a place in Florida. Hope to see you again as you make your way around the nation. I love this comment because that's one thing about the coffee show, okay? And other shows I've done as well. It's brought people together. Yeah. And they find each other, and they realize, you live in Florida too? Oh, so do I. So do I. And then the kind of ripple effect. And all of a sudden, you got these little groups. I mean, we have the same thing here in Portland.
That's right.
Literally, when we go out, okay, or like when we're all sitting at the table and when we're at the bar at the con, how did we get together? All you guys eventually found one of my videos. Right. You found one of my videos. Yeah, exactly. Sean found Damien, Sleepy Reader, Sam, all found one of my videos, and we all came together.
All came together.
And it's just the same story. Eric, same thing, you know, and multiple people and stuff like that. And then we all get together and become friends. Yeah. And that's what happened with Bronze Age Byron. He watched one of my videos and stuff, and Steve and Kenton's Comic Kid, and he was kind of exposed to them, and then they realized they live in the same area. Right. And then they get together, and now they're best of friends.
That's an awesome thing.
And to know that the ripple effect, because it's just a ripple effect. Sure. That's just like you drop a pebble in the pond, and the ripples go. And that's what it is. It's like I drop the pebble in the pond, right? And you drop the pebble in the pond, and people who are creators, we do that, and it brings, you know, everyone connected. So I think it's really neat, and he got a huge grail out of it as well. So congratulations, Bronze Age Byron, for the Green Lantern, Green Arrow 76. And, you know, if you guys are in the watching right now and you're in the comments or you're the premiere, everyone says hello to everybody. Yeah. I say good morning to everyone who pops in the chat. So if you're watching right now in the premiere and you haven't said hello, say hello. Say hello. You know, say good morning. And I say good morning to everyone, and then other people in the chat say hello to you, and all of a sudden you realize that there's a dude that lives 2 blocks away. Yeah, exactly. That is just in the comics as you are, and you never even knew it, and then you're hanging out with coffee and they call you at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, hey, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I found out that you were just like up the block, I immediately reached out. Let's get together.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
It's awesome stuff.
All right, you're up next.
All right, next one comes from Tony Athanasius. I think that's how you say it. All right, he says, hi, I would love to get Action Comics.
I love this one. I love it's simple.
All right. I'd love to get Action Comics #1 original first printing, but it's extremely hard for me. It's extremely expensive. Amen, brother.
You're absolutely right. It's extremely expensive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's like, it's really hard for me. You know what, Tony? It's hard for everybody. The 99% of the world,
Yep.
not the 1%ers, but the 99% of us, it's hard for.
Yeah.
You know, so
maybe Todd McFarlane will let you look at his copy.
yeah, there you go. I thought that was, you know, it's kind of expensive, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, kind of fun. That's it.
I love it.
That's
I love
a quick
it.
one.
All right.
All right, you're up next.
Next one comes from Mad Mike's Comics. He says, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I always wanted ASM 89, my birth month and year issue. I got it from eBay about a year ago in the CGC 9.0. I'm glad to have my Grail.
That's awesome. I know of some people who do their birthday month and year for their books, and that's actually something I've been doing for my little nephew.
Oh, cool.
And I'll put a little picture of his cute little face pop up here, and I call him Baby Bueller.
Baby Bueller.
But his name is Bodie. You know, but Jeff gets mad, or Greg gets mad. Sorry. When I call him Baby Bueller.
Right.
Sarah, hopefully you're doing well. She got sick, so she's feeling better, hopefully, right now. But that's what I'm doing for him. I'm buying, ever since he was born. He was born right around when King Spawn came out.
Oh, yeah.
And Gunslinger Spawn and now Scorched. So he will have a full collection of those three.
Nice.
And the Hulk. And I figure, you know, give him something, you know, weird by Donny Cates, right?
Of course.
And so what a great, when he gets older, it's like, man, my uncle is messed up. He's got all these violent Spawn books in the Hulk.
Right.
And the Hulk's just out of nowhere right now.
Bought them for me before I was 5.
Yeah, and I'll have the whole collection because I'm leaving my pull list when I leave at the local comic shop. I'll just pay for it and have them go pick it up.
Oh, nice.
So he will have, because they're only once a month.
Sure.
And they're only $2.99 books. So, I mean, those 4 books are going to cost me, what, $10 a month?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's got the whole collection. He's got a little, I gave him a little collection for Christmas. You know, he's got his own little box. He's only 6 months old.
Sure.
But eventually he'll be like, oh, cool, you know, and hopefully he enjoys books.
Oh, that's awesome.
So start when they're young and stuff, and I don't know.
That's the way to do it.
I wanted to get something that started when he was born.
Right.
And I think it was the King Spawn, or the Spawn Universe was the first one, or something like that, or King Spawn. Anyway, so he'll have all of those. So
that's awesome. I mean, I know when I started, you know, collecting comics, I looked at comics that were released when I was born in 1966, and already, you know,
66.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What?
Add another 5 or 6 years of that.
Oh, get out of here.
60. Something like that.
Anyway,
1960.
66. Anyway, so looking back at those, they were already expensive. If somebody would have been buying those and throwing them in a box for me, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Great idea, man.
Yeah. All right, you got Shane as well.
Shane Lorison, how's it going, buddy? He says, that's easy. Silver Surfer number 4. It's the cover that makes me brace for impact for the imminent collision between Thor and Silver Surfer. John Buscema was firing on all cylinders when he drew this one. I'll never be able to afford this book. I could probably buy a beat-up, ratty, nasty copy, but I don't want that. I don't believe in low grade is better than no grade, so I guess I'll do without.
That's the book I was talking about that
Yeah.
would get signed.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was, I don't know for sure if it was written by Stan Lee, but that's the one I get signed. But Shane made that comment. He doesn't believe in low grade is better than no grade.
Yeah.
And you don't hear that very often.
No.
Obviously, I'm the opposite. I actually no, that's not mine. Mine is I prefer low grade than higher grade. This is my thing. I want a lower grade, not a higher grade. I've always got lower grades, and that's what I want to stay with. So like when I look at a book and it's a higher grade book, it doesn't interest me.
Right.
When it's an older book, I want something with a little wear and tear to it, a little bit of personality to it, you know. And that's just what I prefer. Like he prefers the opposite,
Sure.
which is, you know, fine. I mean, there's a place for everything, and there's obviously lower grade books and there's higher grade books available. So I mean, there's stuff for us both to buy.
Absolutely.
So that's just a great book. And
Yeah,
that's why I when I was thinking about it earlier, you know, God, it's just an iconic cover.
Oh, yeah.
And 2 great characters, and I don't know if I've ever looked at it, you know, within the pages of the book. I just know the cover.
Yeah, same with me. I would venture to say I don't know how many people actually know what the story was.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the cover.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the story was. I mean, I think I read it way back when, but I'll never forget that cover. And but speaking about that, for me, I don't mind low grades.
Yeah.
I do like higher grades. Like for stuff I know I'm going to eventually sell and things
Sure.
like that. But when it comes to a book like that, you can find a lower grade that presents well.
Yeah.
And still be able to display it and it looks nice. So
Yeah.
sometimes I look for that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that one. I don't know if they have a facsimile of that one. I was just looking at the Silver Surfers facsimiles, and they have the one with Spider-Man on the cover with Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah,
I have that one. I don't know what issue that's supposed to be, but I would like to have a facsimile of the Thor, number 4, of the Thor. But they don't make them anymore, and they stopped making facsimiles, so bring it back, Marvel, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I got the last one here. Let's see, this one is from Fantastic Comics and Art. And I wanted to read this one for sure. It says, I own my Grail Hulk 181, the first full Wolverine, but but there's a story behind it. I initially bought a copy in 2012 and had it graded. Wasn't the best copy, but I was happy with a 4.5. About 2 years later, when my girlfriend needed to borrow some cash, I already know where this is going.
Oh, man.
I didn't have any, so I figured I would sell my 181 and rebuy it when she paid me back. We broke up a few weeks later, and I never got my money back. Fast forward a couple years later, I had started to date my wife and introduce her to our hobby. She asked what the book I wanted the most was, and I told her the story. Fast forward again, she threw me a surprise party for my 40th birthday. When we got home, she handed me the box and said she didn't want to bring the present to the venue because she thought it was too valuable. Opened to find a Hulk 181 slabbed by CGC at an 8.5. Needless to say, both my wife and the book are keepers. Meant to be, my friend. That old girlfriend that took that money in that book, beat it, nerd. You got a better one. You got a wife out of it and a better book out of it.
You got an upgrade on both
upgrade
accounts.
on both. And to the old girlfriend,
oh my god.
the old bag, get the hell out of here.
Beware the lady that wants to borrow from your comic books,
Yeah. But anyway, I read that. I was like, oh my god, hopefully this has a happy ending.
Yeah, exactly.
And it did, because he not only did he get sounds like a wonderful companion, wife and stuff like that, who obviously appreciates your hobby.
Yeah.
And adds to it as opposed to take us away from it.
Sure.
And then you gain the book back that you lost, and it's a lot better copy, and obviously worth quite a bit more money.
Absolutely.
And that's great because it's a gift, and it means even more to you, probably, and stuff. So congratulations on regaining your Grail and having a wonderful story with a happy ending.
With a happy ending.
To go along with it.
I just want to say, you're an extremely nice person, a really good person, because, the person you were with at the time, your girlfriend.
The old bag.
You were willing to give up your Grail in order to accommodate her, and that says something about you as well.
Yeah, but
And
also says something about that old bag.
It sure does.
That wasn't even from his mouth. Anyway, there you go. So I wanted to share that one. I thought it was pretty good.
Pretty cool.
That's it. That's our topic. What's the one book that you would want?
Fantastic Four #5, hands down.
Really?
That's my ultimate Grail. Dr. Doom has always been one of my all-time favorite characters. You guys know how much I love Daredevil,
Yeah.
but Dr. Doom is the one that I was always fascinated with and really touched my heart when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so that would be the one.
Yeah. For me, I've said it, Giant Size X-Men 1.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple fact, I mean, the AF-15 Batman 1, that's all great, but I've always wanted it, I've never really wanted the other ones, although I wouldn't mind having them, don't get me wrong. But Giant Size X-Men, never had it. It's the last one to fit in my the final 4.
Yep.
Eventually I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
So
I think that's awesome that you got the other 3, though, too.
Yeah, so that's
really
pretty cool. It's like when I got the 1, I was like, ooh. I was like halfway done. And then I got the 3rd, oh my god, I'm more than halfway done.
Right.
And then the 4th one's taking forever.
Forever.
So anyway, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, a really fun topic. Thank you everyone who shared. There's a lot of great comments that I read and stuff. A lot of great stuff that we didn't share on here. So do me a favor, if you want to go read those, go read them. A lot of great stories, a lot of long stories as well. So
love it.
Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and switch gears and go to our final 5.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by Bird City Comics. We'll take these down right here. And Bob, you are up first.
All right. So I figured I'd bring some Daredevil today. I haven't done that for a while. We got Daredevil King Size Special number 2. Pretty cool there.
Nice.
And then we got Daredevil number 46. This is a well-loved copy, but pretty cool. And I just showed this on my channel last week. I have issue number 29. Great Gene Colan cover. And then a couple from the Jerry Conway era. I got issue number 92. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
And then issue number 101. That's in the era when he was teamed up with Black Widow and he was in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
So there's my final 5.
Not bad.
There you go. You're up, my friend.
Yeah, I know. These are all real.
They're all, there we go.
This is Star Wars Legends. I don't even know what this is. It says number 50. So there you go.
Nice.
Not bad. It's real.
I don't think I ever had the original either.
Here's Star Wars number 1. This is real too.
Well, they're all real.
This is drawn by what's that dick's name?
I hope he's watching.
What's his name?
Mr. Howard Chaykin.
Howard Chaykin. How you doing, buddy? I miss you. I miss you.
Adapted by Roy Thomas.
He's yeah. So anyway, this is Howard Chaykin's drawing. He could have done a lot better. He really shit the bed when it came to this one right here. But you know what? Howard Chaykin's a good guy. Go out and buy his latest trade paperback, Hey Kids Comics.
Hey kids. That's
Volume
right.
2. Just messing with you. Me and him are actually friends. So, you know, trust me, he deserved it. We got this next one here. This is Marvel Spotlight on the Son of Satan, number 12. I think that's probably the first appearance of the Son of Satan or something like that.
Something like that.
It's a facsimile, so it's real. Here's Fantastic Four, King Size, number 6. That's a really cool looking cover.
First appearance of a Nihilist, right?
Yeah, very real. That's probably about a $10,000 book. And then this last one is Giant Size Defenders number 3, real. That's probably about another $20,000 right there.
There we go.
Anyway, some real books right there. The real facsimiles. So, man, haven't thought about Howard Chaykin in a while.
I hope he's at Washington State SummerCon again this year.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see him again.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have him on the bus here.
That'd be awesome.
We're just going to cuss at each other.
I know.
Hey, you old bag.
Oh, my God. At least you'll have him in a place where you won't be hitting on your mom this time.
Oh, my God. Well, I had so much fun with him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
You got to imagine a whole weekend with this guy, and he's just like... he's a bitter old bag.
He is, but he's also...
But he's like one of the most intelligent, amazing people to talk to I've ever met in my life. He got kicked out of Canada twice.
I don't doubt it.
Twice. He got kicked out of Canada. He didn't go back.
That's so funny.
So, anyway, Howard Chaykin, everybody. Can't wait to have him on the show again. That's our final 5. Brought to you by Bird City Comics. Go to their website and code Bueller. You save 10%, all that good stuff. Okay, let's move on to our Was It Good segment.
Was it good?
And Bob, you got my books right there.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do this.
All right. So the first one is, these don't have bags and boards, so be careful with them.
And this is brought to you by the Comics on Copy, by the way. You can go to their website, and the code Bueller, just Bueller, and you save 15%.
Which is awesome.
It's Bueller 10 is the one at the Black Box Comics.
Yeah.
Just Bueller at Comics on Copy, 15%.
15% off. All right, you got Hulk number 3, of course, by Donnie Cates and Mr. Otley. And Bueller, was it good?
First things first, the book looks really good. The artwork I thought was great. I just still can't get into it.
Really?
I don't know. I don't really understand what's going on, what he's trying to do. Starship Hulk, and it's like there's, it's like imaginary. I don't know.
There's like 3 different Hulks.
Yeah, it's just weird. And you know what? I understand Cates is trying to do something weird that's not done before and kind of like give it its own spin. But honestly, when Immortal Hulk was over, and when he was doing, I was looking forward to some old school Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk smash.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I wanted.
Right.
And I'm getting a leotard wearing purple outfit, like he just got done running and he's wearing a jukebox on his head.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell is this? And, you know, Kate said he's going to piss people off.
Right.
You know, and
Well,
I get it. But hopefully this storyline ends and they get some classic Hulk Abomination battle or something like that, you know?
Right.
Like, I remember getting the old Hulk books and it was like Hulk and Thor battle for the whole book. I love those, man. Give me something like that again. You know, I love to have some books like that. And it's just not giving it to me. And like I said, the reason I'm buying this book is because I'm buying this title for my nephew.
Sure.
So that's why it's on my pull list.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get it unless it was, that's why I'm getting it. So, not that great.
If it starts heating up, I might grab it again, but I haven't read it since issue number 1.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he did say he's going to kill somebody, so that's coming up. Who knows what that'll be?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Okay, well, not so good on that one. But the next one is King Spawn, number 6, by Mr. McFarlane.
Yep.
Bueller.
Yes.
Was it good?
It was great. This one is the opposite of what I just said. This one is like a big, huge fight.
Nice.
You know, just going at it, and it's just, there's big, huge double-page spreads, and it's like a summer blockbuster movie, you know, of characters just fighting and stuff like that with some really dark tones to it. I mean, I shouldn't be buying these kids for a 6-month-old or these books but he's a bit older eventually. You know, especially like when Billy Kincaid is in here and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's just like I said, it's the opposite of what I'm. The Hulk, you know, it's just like what I want, you know. And I was like, it looks great, the story's fun, it's not too demanding and stuff, you know. It's just a fun book to be on board. And if you're not reading this one, you're missing out, because it's probably, I think King Hulk or King Spawn, sorry, is probably the best out of the new ones, to be honest. And it's just a fun series, and it looks amazing. It's like a big summer movie. Like I said, it's the best way I could describe it. It's, as Robbie would say, it's bombastic.
Bombastic,
whatever
exactly.
it is, you know, jumps off the page. And I really enjoy it. So definitely it's very good title.
That's awesome. I'm really enjoying the Spawn stuff. I think Gunslinger Spawn is my favorite out of it, just because of some of the characters they're using. Scorched, I just read this last week.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And I'm really looking forward to see when they take it. So I haven't read this issue yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's see. I got your books over here. You got 3 of them.
I do.
And we'll do the first one here, The Silver Coin. And Bob.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. This one, you know, because this comic goes up and down. You know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's mediocre. We've had a couple of bad ones. In this particular case, the coin is part of a collection that a rich guy buys, and the janitor in the building is massively affected by it, and you find out that other people are as well. And he becomes obsessed with it, and during his obsession, all these weird things start happening that are acts of like aggression from him, until finally just the whole thing culminates at the end. I'm not going to spoil it. Love the issue. I love the artwork inside of this. I thought it really fit. And I loved it. I thought it was really good.
There you go. Silver Coin making a comeback.
Yes.
Not bad. All right. We got Nightwing 88. And this is by Tom Taylor, correct?
Yep.
Bob.
Yes.
Was it good?
Yes, it was good. And, you know, this run by Tom Taylor, has completely revitalized Nightwing. I love everything he's done on it so far.
How long has he been on it?
Maybe 7-8 issues,
Okay.
somewhere around there. But this one is the start of the second arc, and we have Dick Grayson, who's basically making a public appearance, and I forget the villain's name. He's kind of a kingpin type.
Sure.
He basically is going to take him out during this event, and a lot of great people who have always been in support with him shows up. We got some great Teen Titans action inside of there. Absolutely loved it. I love Tom Taylor's writing, and Nightwing, or Dick Grayson's one of my favorite DC characters, and he's doing this character justice. I love it.
Do you see similarities between him and Daredevil?
No, well, I mean, street level, and of course the 2 sticks, of course, but yeah, there's some similarities there, but truth be told, and I've said this before, and people have challenged me on it, but I've always thought that Dick Grayson was one of the most important characters in DC Comics, and I love his arc, and he's finally doing this justice, because for a while there we had some pretty bad writing on it.
What if he was blind?
I don't know.
You're the same with that person. All right, moving on. We have Rain.
Mm-hmm.
This is made in Oregon.
Yeah, there we go.
Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
It was all right. I mean, it wasn't like phenomenal. It didn't like wow me or anything like that. The premise is a Joe Hill story, and it's written by David Bueller, who of course is on Canto.
Sure.
And the artwork was okay. It's basically about this thing that happens where crystals rain down from the sky and they kill thousands of people, and it's becoming like this phenomenon that becomes a regular thing on Earth.
Yeah.
So the story was basically setting up, I guess, who's going to be the main character, her relationship with this girl, and they focus mostly on the relationship until the thing happens. So it's all just set up, and because of that, I wasn't wowed or anything like that. But the writing was good, and I'm intrigued to see where it goes next. But it didn't like. It wasn't. I didn't consider it like special. Like, I got to get the next copy. I'll pick the next one up. We'll see where it goes. But it was good. It was all right.
Where did the crystals come from?
They haven't said yet.
Wow.
They just rain from the sky.
What a mystery.
There's no clouds in the sky, and then all of a sudden you see these little black wisps, and then bam, that starts happening.
You ever seen that movie Magnolia?
Yeah.
When the frogs start falling from the sky?
Right. That's actually a real thing that happens.
Where was that from?
What do you mean, where is it from?
Where does the frogs come from?
Something has to do with when the weather hits a certain way, it creates this upspring in the jet stream, and that pulls the frogs up in the air.
Pull the frogs! No.
It's a real thing that happens.
No.
Look it up, my friend.
Kermit's not floating around the world over there. I watch Frogger, dude. They can't even cross the
Frogger.
street. They can't even cross the street. There's no way they're flying around. Real. It happens real, yeah. Anyway. One of those wives' tales or whatnot.
It's true. Look it up.
I'm not looking nothing up. You just want me to type something weird in Google.
I'll send you the article.
I don't want it. I don't believe it.
All
Anyway,
right.
that's our Was It Good segment. Ridiculous. By Comics on Coffee. Let's go ahead and tell you who won the bag of coffee, because every week we give away a bag of coffee, courtesy of Comics on Coffee. And our winner is Robert Carbon. And congratulations, Robert Carbon. You won a bag of coffee. All you gotta do is go to their website, Comics on Coffee, pick out the bag that you want, come back, send me an email with your information, and I'll forward it to them, and they'll send you a bag of coffee. And like I said, my email is down in the description of the video. Just send me an email and say, hey, I won. I would like a bag of Lightspeed, and I'll let them know, and they'll send it to you as long as you give me your address. So, and then every week we give away another bag of coffee. You just leave a comment on this video, and you're entered. Just like that. It's
awesome stuff.
Very easy to win coffee. So,
and it's good coffee.
Yeah, and there's a new blend coming soon.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the best ever.
Best ever.
Yeah. It's gonna get you all jacked up.
Jacked up, buddy.
Jiggity jacked up on coffee.
Jacked up.
Just like total. All right, let's move on to our random thoughts, brought to you by our lovely Patreon members, Scout Comics, whatnot, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Let's talk about Boba Fett.
Boba.
We've been watching Chubby Fett do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the latest episode?
I did.
It was longer.
A little bit longer.
Yeah,
it's kind of fluctuating in the times.
Yeah, what do you think about this one?
Better than the last episode. I want to say issue. Better than the last episode. We didn't get so much of the Rainbow Bright Gang. I did notice, looking at them like the, in the '60s on the Vespas and stuff like that. It's kind of funny that they're called mods. Which, anyway, pun.
Yeah.
But we got less of them. I like the whole thing about going back to the Sarlacc pit, and then we got more of the backstory on Fennec, which I really enjoyed. And it was a much better episode.
I thought this one was more filler for me.
Mm-hmm.
And a longer one too.
Sure.
Like I said, it's like 40 minutes long. And I thought there was just a lot of filler. There wasn't too much action involved in this one. I mean, nothing like that high-speed chase we had last week. Which I was hoping to get another one of those.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was okay. I didn't really, I think I might have fell asleep for a few minutes of it, to be honest. There wasn't too much going on.
Yeah.
And, but I'm still liking the series. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many episodes. Is it 8?
I think it's only 8.
Okay, hopefully it's 8, because this is episode 4.
Yeah.
Or 5 or something like that.
Like that.
So I hope we're not halfway done.
Sure.
But anyway, I actually probably like last week's better. even though it was so kooky. It just kept,
because of
and then the Rancor and the big job, or the Wookiee guy and all that stuff. And there's a lot. Even though last week's was weird, there's a lot of stuff introduced into it.
Yeah.
You know, the Vespa gang, the Rancor, the Hutts, the Jabba, or I keep saying it again, the Chewie looking dude.
Right, Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun seeing all those guys.
Yeah.
And now this one, they just went back to the. They did do the thing how he met that girl, and that ties in directly to the
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, because wasn't he fighting against her in like the first season, and he left her there?
Yeah.
In the thing, and that's where he finds her.
Well, that's how we knew that Boba Fett was going to be coming, because that whole fight that happened.
Oh yeah, and then like you saw his foot or something.
Right.
Like that. Okay.
And then we're leading up to when he finally sees the Mandalorian, because when we first see Boba Fett in that episode, he has the Tusken Raider garb on. So you're led to think, well, why is he wearing a Tusken Raider outfit?
Yeah.
And of course we know that the Mandalorian has his armor. And so we're leading up to that, and so yeah, really cool to see how that's all playing out. I was really kind of glad they showed kind of more of the backstory on his relationship with Fennec and how that formed.
Sure.
But you're right, it was a lot of filler. We're just filling in things until we get to whatever the main part of the plot's going to be.
Is she like a robot?
No, she's modified just like Vader would be. So yeah, so just her midsection that needed to be replaced, I guess.
Okay.
Just like Darth Maul, the second half of his body.
I guess she doesn't have to worry about her getting pregnant, right?
I guess not.
I don't know if they have that type of relationship, but it's no birth control for us.
It's going to come out with a mutated mechanical third arm.
Oh my God, it's Terminator.
Right.
You know what? Let's go ahead and do our giveaway that we have from courtesy of Vault 35, and because they sent us these 3 sets.
Nice.
Of these Vampirella books. So the 3 winners are going to get a copy of that one and a copy of this one. These are Bob's favorite books.
Okay.
So you get the both of these variants. It's I believe it's issue 17 and 21 of Vampirella, and these are the Vault 35 exclusives. So let me tell you who won. The 3 people who won the sets. For first, our Patreons, because 2 sets are going to our Patreon members. The first winner is John Gunter. Congratulations, John. You win a set. And the second winner for our Patreon is Andrew Lopez. Congratulations, Andrew. You win a set as well. So that's 2 sets. We got 1 set left. And this was just for anyone who left a comment on the video. And the third winner is Warren Muzak, M-U-Z-A-K. You are the winner as well. So 3 sets of these books. 3 different winners. Congratulations on winning, and thank you so much through Vault 35. You can go to their website. You can use the code Bueller20. It's good for a one-time use. I think through February, get 20% off, and then Bueller10. You can use that and get 10% off as many times as you want on their website and stuff like that. So these are their exclusives. They're doing these because they're opening up a brand new store and they want to do something kind of special. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to eventually go to that store and hang out and see some cool stuff. So, but check out their website for right now and get a bunch of books.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want. I don't care.
Congrats, guys.
Congratulations to everyone who won, and thank you so much to the Patrons. I've been saying I want to do something special for the Patrons and do some giveaways for them, and because of Vault 35 I was able to do that with the books that they shared, and also for regular watchers as well. So, but feel free to join the Patreon if you want to do that. So
Absolutely.
More chances to win, because we're going to be doing more giveaways. I know that Whatnot gives a lot of stuff away to creators, and that's actually part of my contract for them to give me stuff to give to you guys.
Free stuff.
And I'm like, yes, please, because I like giving stuff away.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't hardly keep anything.
Right.
And unless it's something specific as far as like individualized to me,
sure.
like Thank You Bueller or something like that, I do keep that stuff. But for the most part, the rest of the stuff, 9 times out of 10,
Constantly paying it forward.
It goes out the front door. So, and sometimes just right to the coffee shop that
Right.
will show up. So anyway, that's our random thoughts. You know, like I said before, Bob and I are going to be doing some auctions, hopefully within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys join us, because it's really going to help out Bob and me as well. It's mainly going to be Bob's stuff, because I want Bob's got a lot of stuff to sell. I'll have a few lots, and then I'll probably do a separate one by myself, just the stuff, because like I said, I got about two long boxes of books that I wanted to take with me, but they're not going to make it, and so I just need to save some space. So I figure might as well just sell them and use the money to do some more stuff to the bus. So I still got to get my all the tags and the plates and all that government stuff taken care of. So it's going to be a nice little treat on that one. So, but I think that's about it. Let's put another book up there.
Sure.
Just so we should. Oh, the silver coin. Look at that silver coin. That was one of your favorites again.
One of my favorites.
Anyway, so here we go. 148. That's it. This is
148.
This is just two more to go. You know, we were reminiscing just the other day how this is coming to an end. And we're like a little sad about it.
Yeah,
but,
I'm a little melancholic over it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just been a blast talking to everyone, and talking all these topics, and running out of topics to talk about.
Right.
We were talking about that last night. It's like, but I wonder if anyone realized the last 2 weeks are pretty much the same topic, just worded differently. And you know, it is what it is. After 150 episodes, you do repeat yourself.
For sure.
And there's only so much you can talk about in the comic book world.
Yeah.
And I think we've covered everything.
We've covered so much.
A couple times. And they've been great conversations because of you guys.
Yeah.
And because of the responses we get. Because that's how this show works. It doesn't work without the comments and stuff like that. Because we'd sit here like idiots.
just us goofing off.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm getting fatter.
Yeah, exactly. Pass the cheese.
There you go.
You know. But it's just been a blast. So thank you so much for everyone who's been part of this. We got 2 more episodes to go. The Q&A video for next week, it's open. Whatever questions you have for us, don't put them on this video, put them on the preview video on Wednesday. That's where I get all those questions from. Any question you want, we read every one of them, and we don't do duplicates. So if some are the same, we don't do those, but literally we will read every single question, no matter what it is. We read every one of them that's left for us. It's a lot of work, but you know, we actually enjoy doing it.
It's one of my favorite episodes that we do.
Yeah, and then the one after that's our final episode, 150.
Can't believe it.
And that will be that week is my 4-year anniversary.
That's amazing.
So timed out perfectly.
Yeah.
And so we'll have a little celebration, and we'll turn off the lights.
Man, I can't even say it like that, man.
Yeah. We'll put the vest to rest.
The vest. Oh man. Dude, that's just like boom.
Yeah.
But it's been a great run, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we were reminiscing, and truthfully, this has been, well, we'll get into it in the last show, but this has been one of the highlights of my life to be on here with you, and I've enjoyed myself immensely, and meeting all amazing people, and it's been awesome.
Absolutely, can't agree with you more. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate all the comments for this one. Like I said, I think it was Jeff who we talked about earlier about that X-Men book. It's yours, my friend. Just let me know, and I'll send it to you, and hopefully you get a 9.8 and you can replace the Grail that you once had and have it in your collection. I'd be more than happy to send it to you. So anyway, Bob, guess what?
What?
Go ahead and take us out.
Sure thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.